a second. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Avini Vibes. We're grateful that you're here tonight. We want to welcome you, friends, family, familiar faces, and of course, I see some new faces and I see some new names. And Avini's like a family, but we're always adding to it. So if you're a guest tonight, I want you to know that somebody loves you, cares about you, and thought enough about you to invite you to this community. This community, we're so blessed because we have the greatest technologies, the best leadership, and the best company that are really changing people's lives. And then last week, I thought we've heard this sometimes. Have you ever heard the term that we're taking a shower on the inside? Yeah, we're taking a shower on the inside. And because we are a supplemental company, as Eddie says, and we're taking out the bad to make way for the good. And that's what I'm doing right now. I'm making way for the good. We have great speakers tonight, and I'm excited to welcome them. But before we do, I do want to ask you, remember, we do not make any medical claims. We don't diagnose and we don't treat. We're here for educational purposes, and we're just grateful that you've joined us this evening. We'll try to get you out of here in about 35, 40 minutes. And if you have a question, you're going to raise your hand for any of the speakers, and they'll be glad to answer any of your questions if we have the time to do so. And you can always put it in the chat and we'll get to it. I want to thank Carol Witt and Nikki always for their hard work. Carol couldn't do this without her. We don't have Carol on with us on camera. She's got something she's dealing with, but she's always there in the background to pull us together. We have a special guest tonight. Before our other special guest is Victoria Chumo. Victoria, would you unmute for a minute? I asked Victoria to come because some of you know she's my second daughter. Yeah, she is, and she's my right around the corner from me. I love Victoria. We've known each other for a very long time. I've known her since she's a little girl, and now she's grown up, and she's a pharmacist, no less. I call her the oily pharmacist. She's the natural pharmacist. But Victoria, many of you have heard me ask to help us vote her through, and we've done some great votes in this community to help her. We got her through how many rounds? You go ahead and tell our community what they've helped you do, Victoria, and what you're up to.
A
Thanks for
lot.
being here.
Thank you for that introduction, Christine. So a lot of the faces on here I don't actually recognize. So yeah, I'll just introduce myself a little bit. My name is Victoria. I have a background in science, chemistry, and pharmacy, and I do still currently work at the CVS in town. But as Christine knows, my heart is really with natural medicine. So eventually I do want to take a step outside of pharmacy and get into my own business full time. I do work with clients one-on-one, similar to Christine, as like a holistic wellness consultant, trying to help them minimize their need for pharmaceuticals and implement natural solutions into their lives, just so that that way their body is functioning more optimally and they're living like their healthiest, best lives. So that's like a little bit about me. But Christine is one of the people who actually introduced me to like natural remedies back in 2017 when I was still in pharmacy school. I was just graduating the next year. I graduated in 2018. So that's when I learned about like that there was other ways to do things. I'll just say that. Anyway, as far as the contest I'm a part of right now, it is to support families and individuals, children who actually are undergoing treatment for cancer. It's raising money to do cancer research. So there's a B Plus Foundation, and that's why I'm participating in this contest. It also gives me the opportunity to be on the cover of a health and fitness magazine, which I'm really excited about. So that's like, I'm doing it to raise money and just also because I think it would be really cool to be featured on the front of the magazine. But anyway, we've been through a lot of rounds of voting so far, and I want to thank everybody who's participated. I do see some of the names because like as I see the votes come through, I see your name. So like Lisa, I know you voted because I recognize your name. Carol, I want to thank you for sharing the link on your LinkedIn profile and like pushing it out there too to people. I did see some donations from Chip Littlejohn, Joe Gershonik, and Tim Summerlad. I see a couple of you guys on here, so thank you so much for supporting those families and the foundation. I really appreciate that. But anyway, we have I think 2 more weeks of the contest left. So I'm doing great so far. I think I'm currently in like third or fourth place, and I have to be in first place by next Thursday evening. So that's the goal. We'll see how it goes. Anything else you think I should
Well,
add,
we can free
Christine?
vote. We can hit a free vote, right? Just free vote on your phone. We're going to put the link in the chat, so make it
Yeah,
easy.
absolutely. Okay,
Yeah.
yes, I can definitely add the link in the chat for those of you who don't have it. And to do the free vote, you actually have to like verify you're human through Facebook, which is crazy that technology makes us verify we're human now. But so once you verify you're human and you have a Facebook, you can free vote daily. That actually helps a lot to like bring me up in the ranks.
Well, we got you to first place last week, and you made the final cut, right?
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
exciting.
So yeah. Thank you, Victoria. Thank you for being with us. Keep us posted, okay, honey?
Okay, will do.
All right. God bless you. Yeah, so Victoria, I remember when she was in pharmacy school and we started this thing, and then she said she didn't know if she wanted to be a pharmacist anymore, right? Victoria and her mother and father were going to shoot me for turning her on to natural
Yeah.
solutions. But your mom's like that too. So her mom works
Yeah.
as a nurse in the field for a long time at her community hospital. So God bless you and thank you. You can stay with us. I'm going to introduce our next speaker, MJ Durkin. Wow, I don't know what to say about him other than you hang with this guy, you're like riding high on the ceiling because I've been hanging out with him for over a couple, oh, I don't know, more so the last 2 weeks, getting ready for our Avini Spectacular in the Hudson Valley. But I just want to tell you that MJ is one of the most humble, amazing, genuine people I know. And I say that with all my heart because first time I met MJ, it was in an interview for being a SEAL Team 7 way back when the first SEAL Team 7 was getting, kind of introduced to the MST program and the MST training that MJ designed for our company. And MJ we are so privileged and I am so honored because just to have him and to know him and honestly how smart he is in this field of what he does as an expert, he is, I told somebody today, listen, he's the top of his game, and I truly mean that. He's, in my eyes and in the world, he's world renowned as an expert in this field and executive coaching, and he'll correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think I'm wrong. I know that he is the guy to follow. We are so fortunate to have Avini University, and if you haven't listened to it, you're missing out because every day I listen more and more, and every day I learn from this guy. So MJ, where are you? I hope you're here.
I'm here. Can you hear
I'm great.
me?
No, I can't hear you.
You can't hear me?
Now we can. Now we can.
Oh, okay.
We
All
want to
right.
see you because
Okay.
your energy is always
Well, I'm working on it. I'm working on it.
you're working on
I'm
it.
I'm trying to get to I'm in the car and in between meetings because I'm making stuff happen, Christine. I'm
Amen.
making stuff
Amen.
happen.
That's
So
for sure.
and you want me to talk for about what 15, 20 minutes?
Yeah, please. Yeah, share what we should know because you are the best at this game that we're in. We're in the people lives changing game. So we're
Well,
blessed to have you.
well, thank you. That's a really thank you for saying all those nice things about me, and I'll pay you the $10 later. So, yeah, well, welcome everybody to Avini Vibes. I know that Christine loves doing this call, and she is such a great Avini leader, and I've had the privilege of making three-way phone calls with Christine over the last what has it been the last week or so, and we've been having a lot of fun calling people, asking for favors, and it's so great to, Christine is just a relationship builder, and she's the kind of person that you really want to follow and watch the things that she does because she just knows everybody. She's always giving to other people. The people that we talk to, I said to them, hey, Christine's doing a grand reopening of her business. She could really use a favor and she could use your help. and everybody was like, well, of course, I love Christine. I'm happy to help her out. And I think that's a great, what a great leader does is it's not that great leaders don't have superpowers. They do. But what great leaders really do, if you're taking notes, write this down, is they help you see the superpowers in yourself, right? They help you see your own superpowers. And I say all the time to my students, every single answer that you have for every single problem, everything that you have going on in your life, you've got the solution already inside of you. It's already accessible to you if you were to open up, to universal mind and to let that come in. I see some thumbs ups. I like those. Always helpful to motivate the speaker with any way that we can. So the thumbs ups or the hearts are nice to see. But the key is that every single one of you have inside of you the secret to build a huge Avini business. I mean, you really do. And really the way that you find that unlock, I have some clients out of Seattle and they call it the unlock. One of our modules in the Grooves program is we call it the unlock. And the unlock, get ready for this. One of the most important things I'll ever say to you, the unlock is in your dream. What's your dream? What are you dreaming about? What are you hoping for? What are you looking at? What is the next thing in your finances? What's the next thing in your personal health? What's the next thing in your Avini business? Like, are you ambitious? Do you want more? Do you want to build a team? We talk a lot about we talk a lot about the idea that the Avini products are amazing. They are, but let me tell you the bigger picture. The bigger picture, rather than great products that literally detoxify our bodies and make us healthier, is that you can also heal people financially. And people are hurting financially more than ever before. Look, I grew up in the 70s. I saw inflation. I saw interest rates of 21%, for homes. My father was a realtor and sold homes trying to get loans at 21% interest rates. Even though houses were cheaper then, that made $100,000 home. That was a $2,000 a month payment. In 1979. That's insane. But more than ever, people need help financially. And if you really understand the opportunity that is there in Avini, you will speak to a lot more people. You will learn this business. You will figure out, get ready for this. This is very important what I'm about to say. You have within you the unlock. The unlock is within you to bring in 100 new distributors on your team in the next 2 weeks. Now, you may say, well, MJ, not even Dave Johnson has done that in her company. Dave's enrolled about 175 people over the last 3 or 4 years. But do you know that with one contact, with one person that, say, was in the holistic wellness business, maybe they were a naturopath or a chiropractor. I saw something that's going on in Connecticut this weekend. It was a naturopathic association. I didn't even know there was a naturopathic association in Connecticut. And they're having a big conference up in Milford, Connecticut. Now, of course, I'm with Christine's group in Goshen, New York. But imagine if you went to a holistic naturopath conference and you met the head naturopath and you put them in your business and they sponsored all the naturopaths that were in the association. Like, you got to start thinking bigger. Like, we got to stop this onesie twosie. Like, we're doing this hand-to-hand combat stuff, meeting people in diners and, and saying hi to people in the, in the supermarket. And I want to ask you, how can you be creative and get some real leverage? Like, really get some leverage in your Avini business. Like every morning, like, take 10 or 15 minutes and meditate, pray, ask for universal help. Dare I say the word God? Ask up. to help you. Christine is clapping for the word God. All right, excellent. So, so look, every answer that you want and need in your life is available to you. All you have to do is start. Look, the company has provided you with the products, the comp plan. I've never seen a comp plan better than this anywhere in network marketing. I've seen the worst comp plans in America. The biggest companies, their plans. How can we say this nice? They.
So you broke
wasn't
up.
Nice.
We didn't
That
hear
wasn't
you.
nice
Broke
at
up.
all. You didn't hear me say that their comp plans screw you. Okay, they completely they do you dirty. Can you hear me, Christine?
Now I heard it.
All right. So so look, here's the deal. The deal is you got the right products, you got the right company, you got the right leadership. Are you going to start taking off the governor on this thing? Like, like stop playing small. Like, why are you playing small? Like, get out there. Some of you got 1,000 people in your phone and you're like, I've called 20 people. They weren't interested. And by the way, the Spirit's on me to get. This is huge. Can you hear me okay, Christine?
That's better.
All right. All right. Here's the deal. The deal is that that you need to understand that people need to see the full Avini presentation. All right. We've got to stop onesie twosie in it saying, hey, do you have some health problems? Hey, do you have this? In my opinion, what I've seen work time and time and time again is we show them the entire presentation. That means we show them the Mickey A video, that we sit down with people on a Zoom or at a coffee shop or in your living room. We really want to be in living rooms. The secret to Avini is to be back in the living rooms. Christine, would you agree with that?
Absolutely.
Yeah, we got to be in. Okay, so we got to be in the living rooms, and we've got to start inviting people to come and see the whole presentation, not bits and pieces. We need them to see the whole presentation. Why do we want them to see the whole presentation? Because that's when people finally get it. They don't get it with, hey, can I send you a little video? Maybe you want to take some Cell Defender. That's playing small. We want to get appointments and show them the great business we have. We want to show them the 11-minute Rick Deitch video. We want to show them, we want to tell them our story. We want to show them the comp plan. And we want to show them the packages that they can get. And we want to make a recommendation. This is a business. If you were all in front of me, I would have you yell back, I am in a business. I would say, I am in network marketing. Therefore, I am a network marketer. Excellent.
And I'm proud of it.
And I'm proud of it. Guess what network? Listen, people will. I was listening to a YouTube video of Dexter Yeager today. Dexter Yeager, the largest organization in the history of Amway. When this guy would do an event, 22,000 people would show up at his event. Okay. That guy had a dream, and he wasn't afraid to talk to everybody about his dream. And I was listening to him. It was so motivating. I was driving in the car. I was listening to Dex Yeager, it was probably a 40-year-old video of him. It was just the audio of him giving a talk about his life and his story and how they came from poverty. And in the 60s, he was making an extra $1,500 a month building a side business in Amway, right? I mean, that's a huge number, right? And I mean, that's a huge number now. If you were making how many of your lives would change if you were at Ruby level, say you were a Ruby apprentice, and you were making about $1,500 a month, or you were a Ruby director making $1,500 a month. For most people in America, that changed your life. This guy in 1968 was making an extra $1,500 a month on the side, working every night, talking to people about Amway. And Amway's comp plan was horrible. It was terrible. It wasn't half as good as Avini's. So a lot of you have been in other businesses. What's the thing on the pizza box? You've tried the rest. Now try the best. Okay. You're here at the best. You found the best. Don't screw it up. Follow your dream and start talking to 10 times the amount of people that you've been talking to. Christine, do we want to talk a little bit about the event this weekend and tell people about it, and then I'll talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, for sure. Avini Spectacular, that's its name.
Nice.
Because the spectacular people are coming, and even Gary's coming all the way from Maine. So Spectacular Maine man's coming to join us, MJ.
Yeah.
We're going to be the furthest one traveling, but it's Gary.
Yeah, 5-6 hours. Yeah, to get there. Yeah.
It's going to be fun.
All right. So here's the deal. So if you're not signed up for the event, you really need to get to the event. This is, I am going to, there's a line from Shakespeare, unleash the dogs of war. I'm not going to unleash the dogs of war. I am going to unleash the genius of how to get to any level you want to get to in Avini on Saturday. So on Saturday, starting at like 8:30 in the morning, you need to be at is it the Fairfield Marriott?
In Goshen, New York.
In Goshen, right? It's the Marriott Inn and Suites, right? It's called?
Fairfield Marriott.
It's just Fairfield Marriott. Okay.
Correct.
So the Fairfield Marriott in Goshen. Now, tomorrow night at 6:20, we're going to do a business presentation. If you want to see the best business the most duplicatable business presentation you've ever seen, you want to be there tomorrow night at 6:20. Because and don't come in late. It starts at 6:30. So be there at 6:15, 6:20. We're going to start right on time at 6:30. We're going to end at 7:15. Have everybody out by 7:20, 7:25. On my parents' graves. We will. That is the schedule for tomorrow. You can still go out to dinner tomorrow night with your family. Okay. So be there at 6:20. On Saturday, be there from 8:30 in the morning till 2 p.m. I'm going to unleash the power of Avini in a way that I've never showed Avini yet how to do this. Christine, I've been showing you how this works. Have you seen a difference in what we've been working with the last week?
Did you hear me intro you? I said you were the greatest man on earth.
Well, that was nice of you to say. Yes. Maybe.
You taught me a lot.
So look, we're getting ready to break this thing wide open. We've been playing small with this, and I finally have brought this to everybody here. And would it be okay if I shared a quick story with you all? Everybody nod your head up and down. Give me thumbs, hearts. Say yes, 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 MJ, yes, MJ.
Yes,
okay.
MJ.
Yes, MJ.
Okay. So here's the story. So Kelly lives in Oklahoma. Oh, Kelly has been in Avini for about a year, and she hasn't made any money. And so I taught her and her upline the system that I'm going to teach you on Saturday. Kelly loves Avini. She's talked to a lot of people about Avini. She's had no success and told me the other night, she said, if I didn't start making some money, I'm quitting. I was going to quit Avini. Which would be a shame because she's a great gal. She's maybe her late 50s, early 60s. She has a nice home in Oklahoma. She's had a good life, but she really wants to build an Avini business. Okay, so here are the statistics. She made three-way calls. She made three-way calls with her upline to 23 people. She asked for a favor. She asked for a favor from those 23 people. It was her church family. She did this at 2:00 in the afternoon. Everybody that comes is the youngest person in the room is 62 years old. Okay. So they called 23 people. 7 people came to her Avini party on Monday afternoon. 7 people sat in her living room. She did the full presentation, and she Zoomed her sponsor in from Florida. The sponsor's on the TV in her living room, tells her story. She shows a couple of videos, and she uses my order form system, and she sells 3 $2.99 packs. Okay. She hasn't sold any $2.99 packs in the last year. She said to me, MJ, I made $450 in 45 minutes of a presentation. Now, I want everybody to think, is anybody here on this call making $450 an hour? Okay. One of my lawyers charges me $650 an hour. Okay. I charge $1,000 an hour to do personal coaching. Okay. To do a weekly session with me is $1,000 an hour. And I require 3 to 4 of them per month for a minimum of 6 months. How many of you are making $450 every 45 minutes? A lot of you will say, I'm not. That's pretty good pay for a part-time business, for asking some people for a favor, getting out of the bubble of safeness, and passing out an order form in the beginning of the meeting and showing what you got. Oh my gosh. $450. These are the stories we need to start telling. These are lifestyle stories. These are business building stories. Are you getting this? Is this making sense? Are you nodding your head up and down? If you're not driving, pump your fist in the air, say, yes, MJ. So here's the deal. Tomorrow night, get to Goshen, 6:20. You can videotape. There's no videotape. You can tape me doing the whole presentation and have it. You can learn it. Literally, it could make you $100,000 this year. Be there tomorrow night. Saturday morning, 10:30 in the morning, we're going to do another business presentation right at 10:30. It'll be over by 11:15, 11:20. Come and see that one too, because watch how I do it. It's very duplicatable. I'm not going to use any magic, and you'll learn how to do it. So be there. Love you all. You all have a dream. Go get me. See ya.
See ya. Thank you, MJ.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Yeah, he's driving down from Connecticut. He and the beautiful Bonnie, he calls her, his beautiful wife. And just such an honor and pleasure. A different way, a different approach, and we'll never, never, never give way or leave behind making lives matter, right? Because it's about their bodies first and foremost. A clean body can fix itself. So we're not leaving that behind. That's what we're doing. We're showing people how to do that. Rick's going to be there to teach it, right? He'll be there to teach that part of it. So just blessed to have him here with us, and thanks for supporting it. And we'll share whatever we can that we learn from this experience. And it's very, it's very timed, scripted. That's what he said, out the door, or we're closing the doors. But with that, I want to shift gears a little bit, because it is about making people well. It's about helping people to have better, he talked about a better financial well-being, a better, cleaner body. That's what we're here to do. And I want to introduce somebody that some of you may know, that I had the pleasure of meeting in her beautiful home in Florida. She opened her home for a training right there in Florida. And Midge, are you with us? Midge Lancet. Midge is going to come and share something that she's learned from this experience and share a story with you. So thank you, Midge. Thank you for being here with us tonight.
No problem.
Floor is yours.
Okay. Yeah, well, I've been on thyroid medicine since I was a child. And every so many years, I had to increase it. So I had to go up to about 180 milligrams. Then I had to start, that's T4. Then I had to start on T3 as well. So I was at a gram or microgram, or however they are. So anyway, I went to the doctor for my yearly thyroid checkup, and I go every year. And I was fine. I didn't think anything of it. I went and gave my blood work like I always do. And I started with, the shakes in December, like last week of November. I came into the business, and I started with the Trim Science, and I started with the Cell Defender, and I started with the Nano Silver. But I really didn't start with the other products. I waited about a month. Then eventually I started with the Balance A, the Plus Balance, did that for a little while. And then I decided to do the Plus. Oh, I was doing the Plus Mind and Vision, and that's been helpful. And I can see better with my phone without my glasses. It's amazing in the morning. And then I decided I'm going to start this immunity at night, choose immunity at night. And I was taking the products like that, plus everything else. And then I get my blood work back, and they are very upset because I need to lower my thyroid by a third. I may have to get off it completely. My whole thyroid was down to a number 1, and that's dangerous. And then that's been like a month, maybe 2 months at the most, that I've been taking the Plus, because I didn't even take all that at first. So it's really amazing. I really believe it's a system. You got to take everything together that you need. And my thyroid was my worst organ, let's say, but it didn't really bother me because I was on thyroid. I never expected that I would lower my thyroid. So now I went from 180 to 120, which I'm happy about because those horse pills were hard to swallow. But I have a feeling in a few months, I'm probably not going to need anything. And then all of a sudden, I always get my eyebrows. I have to get the permanent eyebrows because I'm in my 70s and eyebrows start to fall out. So I went to the girl to do my eyebrows after about 9 months. And I'd only been, like I said, on the Plus hormones about a month or two. And she goes, I can't do it. I said, what do you mean you can't do it? She goes, all your eyebrows grew back. I can't do the type of work I normally do on your eyes because of it, because you have so much eyebrow. I said, wow. Then I went to a lady and I asked her to do my eyelashes, just to do fake eyelashes to see how she did them. She goes, wow, you have really nice eyelashes. So my eyelashes grew back too. And then my hairdresser tells me that my hair is so different. It's so much better. It's like it used to be when I was young. So I think I've got probably like a 40-year-old bio whatever age level body now, because all these professionals are telling me this. And it's amazing. And I'm sure my skin is better. And my husband keeps telling me I look 45, so we'll see. To him, I look 45. He's been taking the Trim Science, the packets, and exercising and all that. He started winning all the club championships at Marisol. I swear to you, no joke. Every single weekend he was winning in every kind of club championship. So everyone got jealous and reported him. He had to go before the board. What are you doing?
Are you
Are
serious?
you kidding? I swear to God, hand to God, he was doing so well. And he takes the coffee or the chocolate's immunity every day. Plus he does the Cell Defender and the Nano Silver. So we're both getting younger. His scores are better. And of course he didn't get in trouble because all of his friends came forward, and everybody knows he's been working out, he's been practicing for these tournaments, but he's never played golf like he's playing. So between the two of us, we don't look our age anymore.
No, you don't. You're so beautiful. Midge is so beautiful. I'll tell you, you don't look
Thank
your
you.
age at all, and you're just like reversing. So,
That's
I
it.
want to tell you something about that. Remember a couple weeks ago we had Lori on. I think you met Lori. She came to your house. She's an RN. Her wellness center in Delray. But she said the same thing about her hair. And I didn't start the balance, but I've been using it now for about 6 weeks, and I feel the same thing.
Yeah, like my hair is
It's different.
soft.
It's
Different. Yeah,
different.
it's like it
Yeah.
was when I was younger.
Yeah,
It's
absolutely. Right. And what we
yeah.
went down to corporate. I think that Neil was sharing, our CEO was sharing that he grew some hair back going on here too.
Yeah,
So I'm
it's
telling
amazing.
you, it is
Yeah.
amazing.
Well,
Well,
what I love about Rick is when he puts something in a product, it's a really good product. And whatever he has in here, it's the real deal. He doesn't chintz on the product. If you go out and you just buy D3, K2. You don't really know what's in it. They could be getting it from sheepskin, you know. It could not really be the real deal. But with him, whatever he's putting in here, it's going to be the best quality. And that's why. And then he's got this way that it goes right into the cell. And, you know, it's a vehicle that I think feeds the cells as well as takes out the bad. He's got something going on there. So that's why it's regenerating so quickly. Because when you can get rid of the garbage, everything's going to work better.
Yeah.
So that's
Hey,
why I
is
think that's
anybody
my
else?
guess.
Just give
That's
us a
my guess.
thumbs up if anybody's experienced any of the things Midge has talked about. Your skin, something you've been taking you don't need anymore, right? I
Yeah.
mean,
Me
all
too.
of us. Me too. Someone said me too.
Oil. It's oil from Boca.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, you
whatever.
forget it.
Yes,
She's playing pickleball 20 hours a day now.
I know. And my hair now is back. It's not back yet, but it's gray because it's
Okay.
coming. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
it's definitely and pickleball for. I mean, I played 3 hours the other day with 20 years old, 30, 40. They couldn't even keep up with me. And when they found out I'm 80, almost 80, they said, "What?" So, yep,
Pretty good. Great.
We're getting younger in our
absolutely
hearts, our spirits, and our mission because
correct.
we
Yeah.
all have work to do, don't we? We all have to go
Yeah.
out and tell the world. So I'm gonna, Midge, before
Can I tell you
before I
one
let
more
you
thing?
go, yeah,
Yeah.
please,
Okay.
and then I'm
So
gonna
I'm
have
gonna
Chip come on.
I want to invite everybody. I'm speaking, and I'll be speaking about Avini. I'm going to be inviting, speaking of what MJ, was that his name, said, with 23 people, I'm going to be speaking to 200 women. And that's going to be in the Palm Beach Women's Fellowship. It's like a networking group, April 17th. So I'd like to invite whoever wants to come to that to hear me. And I'll be speaking about Avini, and I'll be offering every one of them a free coaching session. And
Beautiful.
I
they
will.
want to, yeah.
Oh.
So please come and support me because I'll need you. A
Yes.
lot of women.
No, I definitely will be.
going on.
Yeah.
So
And
hopefully we'll have 200 people sign up. What do you think? All
And
at
oh
that's,
once.
you
my
know, the
goodness,
beautiful
really?
thing. The beautiful thing, MJ was saying, thinking big,
Anything's
right? That's what
possible.
you gotta do.
Anything's possible. We'll see.
It's all anything's possible, Midge. You and I know that for
Miss,
sure.
Yeah.
give
Yeah.
out the address as soon as you can because I'm coming
All
back.
right.
I'm coming back on
Okay.
the 16th, so I will put on my calendar. Thank
All
God it's
right.
17.
I will.
Okay.
I'll text
And
you.
are you
Yeah.
gonna have the Zoom this
Yes.
fourth? Okay.
Yes, on the 23rd.
All right,
March
get that out to
23rd.
us. Get that
Okay.
info so we can share it, please. Thank you so much, ladies. Chip, I'm
Okay.
gonna let you close us out, okay?
Thank you.
Thank
Well,
you,
what a
Roy. Thank you,
Okay.
Midge.
Thank you.
what a powerful
Yeah.
group of presenters tonight from the professional ranks. You know,
Yeah.
Midge is a professional coach. MJ is a professional coach. I've been to her house. I've been to Oi's house. Thanks to Ed Klosky for
Mhm.
getting me into those wonderful places. And oh my gosh, once again, comes from smart, comes from well prepared, and it attracts people that are smart and well prepared. And it is interesting that the group, you know, we're kind of opening up to larger groups, to ways that simplified to allow people to come in, to begin benefiting a lot more. I thought it was neat that Midge said it's a system of products. When you begin pulling all these things together, it was neat that Christine said, you know, the one thing I hadn't used yet was balance. Well, I knew after the first couple of weeks that anyone who had hormone imbalances was likely to have their doctor back them off on the amount that they had been supplementing if they're on prescription supplements. So what Midge said, I've heard that on the phone several times already. It began right away. So what's that mean? That basically means that the thyroid is doing some of its own work again, right?
Mhm.
Attributes of a younger Midge. Watch out, world. Here comes a younger Midge. That's all I got.
I love it. Watch out, world. Here comes a younger Midge. Hey, watch out, world. Here comes a bunch of Aviniites doing their job, sharing, and doing like Shu always does. Go out and see who's God's going to put before you that day. So I just
Yes.
want to thank each of you for being here tonight. God bless you. And Carol Witt, it's not on camera, but Carol, thank you so much. And Midge, and whoever else I can't see. We had a really good show with these guys tonight. I love the diversity going from the business to back to wellness because we have to meet everybody where they're at. So God bless you. We'll see you all next week, okay? Oh, and don't
Okay.
forget to vote for Victoria. I just put it in the chat again. Just free vote if you can. We really appreciate it. We got to get her back to first, okay? Thank you. God bless.
Good night,
Thank
everyone.
you.
Night
All
now.
right.
Bye.